Playground AI is an online AI-powered graphic design and image generation platform. It lets users create art, social media posts, logos, and marketing materials using simple text commands and pre-made templates without needing prior design skills or experience. It heavily focuses on social media content creation and marketing and has a very beginner-friendly UI that is tailor-made for beginners. Core features: AI image generation. Turn text prompts into visual art or graphics using models like Flux, Stable Diffusion, and Playground's own models. Template customization. Modify ready-made layouts for t-shirts, posters, YouTube thumbnails, and social media content. Interactive editing. Edit specific elements of an image, remove backgrounds, or change colors using text instructions. When it comes to the plans and pricing, Playground AI actually has some quite amazing deals that you get per paid subscription. You can actually try it out for free to see if the shoe fits and if you're going to enjoy, or you can actually get your bang for your buck when you decide to go for any of these two paid plans, right? So when it comes to the free account, this is what you get: limited image generation. So you can create up to 10 images every 3 hours, which is already huge because there is going to be a set amount of generations per day, not per 3 hours, from other platforms. Limited model access. So this is kind of like the balancing act. 3 monthly generations across Nano Banana, GPT Image 2, and Dream. So sure, you're gonna get a lot, but this you're gonna probably use their default LLM when it comes to generation and not your typical Nano Banana, etc. Commercial use, worldwide royalty-free license. So even with the free option, with the free plan, you get commercial use. You have royalty-free license compared to others who you only get this if you go with the paid plans. Now, when it comes to limitations, slower generation during peak hours, waiting period after limits are reached. So this is pretty fair. Other platforms, other AI generative platforms, actually, even when you're using paid plans, they actually get slower, especially during peak hours, because many people are using it all at the same time. So having this transparency is pretty good. And again, the free account is already, in my opinion, very good for somebody who is looking to start and see if the shoe fits, like what I said. And if you decide to go through with a paid plan, when it comes to pro, again, this is annual billing, right? And with annual billing, or as of this reporting, you get 20% off. So that's pretty good, right? Pro, you usually get $15. If you do it right now, if you subscribe to a plan right now as you watch this video, you get $12. So you get $3 off. 144 will be charged in total annually. $144 for what they offer is pretty cheap, right? So with Pro, what do you get? Faster image generation, create up to 75 images every 3 hours, right? So there is a limit, which is it's okay, right? Model access, 150 monthly credits across Nano Banana, GPT Image 2, and Dream. Each generation uses 1 credit. So 150 generations from all of these, right? Premium templates, unlimited access to the full premium template library. They have a huge premium template library, which we will be seeing later. Enhanced image editing, upscaling and background removal included. Up to 2K AI image editing. Generate, resize, and AI extend images up to 2048 by 2048 with GPT Image 2. And commercial use, just like on the free plan, you get worldwide royalty-free license, right? Now, if you want to go further and you want to go Pro Plus, you are going to be paying $36 per month. Used to be $45. So you pay $432 per year in total, right? That is still pretty cheap compared to the other paid plans, right? So what do you get with Pro Plus? And again, this is for professionals who need the best. So unlimited image generations, no generation caps, which is pretty good. Advanced model access, so you get 1,000 credits across all models, including Nano Banana. Standard models use 1 credit per generation. Nano Banana Pro uses 4, which is understandable. Premium templates, unlimited access to the full premium template library. So it's pretty much the same for everything. The only thing that changes here is up to 4K AI image editing. Generate, resize, and AI extend images up to 3840 by 2160 with GPT Image 2. Commercial license is also there, same thing. And extras, exclusive shopping discounts, priority support, and API usage. So that is the plan pricing for annual payments. If you want to go with monthly, if you want to try it out. So again, $15 per month for Pro. For Pro Plus, it is $45 per month without the 20% discount. All right, so how do you get started? Well, first, of course, you need to go to the Playground AI. There is a link on the description below, or just go to playgroundai.com. Now, once you are here on their homepage, you want to go look at the upper right corner. There is a blue button that says Get Started for Free. So if you click that, you're going to be seeing this pop up. So you can either continue with your Google account, your Apple account, or just the prototypical old school continue with email. But it's a fast, if you're using Google or Apple, just use either. And then once you are done, you will be brought to the dashboard. All right. After you log in, this is going to be your dashboard. So there are a lot going on here. It's pretty basic, but there's a lot of things that you can see. So on your left-hand side, this is going to be your main menu, right? On the bottom left, this is going to be your account. You can upgrade to Pro. This is what you click if you want to upgrade to a paid plan. You can also download the iOS app on your iPhone or your tablet. And then what's new is pretty much where you see all the updates that the devs are implementing, right? So that's what you see. And then again, all of this is going to be your templates, right? So before we go through everything, I'm going to show you something on the very bottom of your screen. If you scroll to the very bottom, there is something that says Become a Creator, earn passive income with what you love, right? So when you click this, you're going to be brought to this page right here. So become a creator for Playground. Earn passive income making designs for our marketplace. Set your own hours, enjoy creative freedom, and watch people use your designs. So this is practically like their partner program of sorts. So if you want to try that out, you want to click apply now. This pop-up will appear. So apply to become a Playground creator. So what is the creator program? So just read this and share the URL to your design work. So enter your website here, your email address, right? Country of residence. And then there's going to be a short quiz. So have you used image generation before? You can say a lot, depending on, again, be honest, right? How many hours a week could you dedicate to creating designs? So you have from a few hours per week to 10 plus hours per week. Are you above the age of 15? Yes or no? Better if you are. Do you currently sell designs online? So answer these and then just submit, right? So that is the creator program by Playground. Now, going back to our dashboard. So this is where the magic happens, right? So search poster, logo, or anything, right? You can either search for a specific thing that you want to work on, or you can just click on start a new design. If you do that, this is going to be what you're going to be working with, a blank square canvas, right? And just like any model, any LLM, you're going to have your search or your typing box here where you can actually add an image as a reference. You can choose your model. If you click choose model, these are the options. Nano Banana Pro, right? This is only available for Pro Plus, GPT Image 2, Nano Banana, Seedream, and Playground V3. This is going to be their default model that Playground actually owns and uses, right? So the good thing about this is you're going to see, compared to others, when you click on model, this is the first time I've seen that they are showing you how much left can you use, right? So GPT to image, we can use it 3 times. Nano Banana 3 times, Seedream 3 times, Playground V3 5 times. That is very, very important, and that is very valuable. So that we're like, okay, we don't just haphazardly just mindlessly generate stuff. It's going to help us be more mindful of and careful of our generations, because again, every generation counts, right? And then on the bottom you have change style, resize, which is this is by default a square, change color palette, put in mockup, change face style, erase object, remove background, extract text, create image, import image, add text, add rectangle, add line. So this is what you're going to be working with if you create a or you start with a blank canvas, right? So I'm going to show you, for example, these are templates, right? If you want to go with logos, you're going to see a lot of templates here that the only thing you need to do is prompt it properly. Again, when it comes to AI generation, just LLMs, everything, prompting is king. It's been a few years now. So like, if you are going to work with AI or you're going to try to improve your skills with AI tools, you gotta need to at least prompt decently at worst, right? So if I scroll down to the very bottom here, you're gonna see a lot that You don't need to change anything. For example, if I say bubble pop, right? This is pro. Again, if you see this logo here, it says pro, right? So for free plan, for example, we choose this one, the butterfly, right? And I'm just gonna say in the brand name. Again, this is simple generation. I'm mindlessly just typing. Replace it with auditorium, for example, right? Click that, and now it's going to replace uh, the the word, right? And again, it does take some time depending on what time you are working with Playground. And as you can see, after it's not even a minute, it says auditorium. So it practically does something. We can even say, can you make the butterfly logo rainbow colored instead of plain black? We do that, and we're just gonna wait again, probably less than a minute again, depending. Again, I feel like as of this recording, as I'm recording this, it is a bit heavy when it comes to traffic, but it's still fast compared to others, and we have used quite a few. There you go. It's pretty nice, to be honest. It's really good. And I like that effect that you could just there's like a scanning effect afterwards. And the good thing about this is you can actually again meet smart layers. They do have smart layers. If you're starting out, you can just read this, right? So that you understand what's happening. So you can actually resize this, describe changes, which is pretty good. You don't need to click here. You just need to click on the element, right? So again, change text, right? Curve, delete, describe to again. This is pretty intuitive. This is pretty in depth, which is pretty again, and it's so easy. You don't really need to do anything or have any in depth graphic design experience, which is pretty good. Now we go back to here, right? So it's pretty much the same thing with everything, right? That's logo. If you go to t-shirts, it's going to be the same thing. There's a lot of logos here that you're just going to have. Uh, so for example, we want to let's choose a free one. Click on this, right? So when it comes to t-shirt, the thing that should be automatic or by default is it should be in a mock-up, right? It should be in a mock-up, for example. But instead, you still need to add, a step, and you do burn a credit when it comes to that. So that is a con, in my opinion. So again, we wait for it to be on a mock-up. When it comes to t-shirts or mugs, it should be on a mock-up already and not burn credits, right? That's something I dislike when it comes to this, which is okay because for the most part, it's fine, right? And again, depending on how long or how intricate you're doing, and it's so cool that you can see it loading up here. If you see this, there you go. So this is what you're going to be working with when it comes to mockups, right? Pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's be honest here. So again, going back, you can just go with everything, right? So mockups shouldn't be in a mockup section. It should be depending on your category, monogram, ebook cover. So it pretty much covers Playground AI. I mean, it pretty much covers most social media options here. Now, what do we do with Playground AI? With the pros, right? This is going to be the pros and cons section. The pros are it is very affordable compared to others. It is specifically for social media, for marketing, for online marketing, for advertising, right? So if you are a small agency or a small marketing team and you are looking specifically for an AI tool that you can actually use specifically for your work, the Playground AI is a good start. Playground AI is a good option for you, right? It's affordable. It's straightforward. It's not like the others, like, okay, it's general. It's not general. It's literally for social media posts. If you're looking for a poster, if you're looking for an ad, right? If you have a client that wants you to create a Spotify cover for their album, right? For T-shirts, for mobile wallpaper designs, etc. This is specifically for that. So that plus the intuitive AI. It's so plain, and plain is good, especially for AI, especially because people are still hesitant in using it. But once they dip their toes and start, okay, I'm going to use this now. A lot of times, other apps are very confusing. Playground is not that. Playground is very simple, right? You log in. Okay, what I'm going to work today? I'm going to work on a poster. Okay, let's click the poster, right? And just look for whatever poster that you can actually use as a template. Or maybe you just, start with a plain canvas, right? So start new design. That's it, right? And again, the generation speed and the presentation is so good in our opinion. The cons, however, like what I said, it's the only one right now, is that they do, when it comes to mockups, right? They do have templates for mockups, which this should be by default if you have categories for t-shirts, right? For banners, etc., right? Hats. This should not mockups should not be uh a category. Mockup should be in poster, in t-shirts, in cake toppers, right? In banners, right? In hats, not in mugs, not its own category. I think that's not good. I think it's unnecessary to burn credits for mockups, because if you go to art, right, and you click on this one, there's already a mockup option here. So why do we need a category for that? And why do we need this? I don't understand that, right? Another good thing, I mean, that's the only con that I have right now as I was recording, and I have been dabbling this for a few, like an hour or so. When it comes to customer support, you only need to click on the bottom left corner with your name. If you click that, there is a help option. If you hover your mouse there is live chat, right? You're going to start with their AI support, right? All you need to do is tell the AI agent, I want to talk to a live agent, and it's going to bring you there. And it is available 24/7. So that's pretty cool, right? Other places are like, oh, you need to go to the Discord. So it's additional steps, which is a bit tedious, especially if you're having a time constraint when it comes to your project, right? So that is designing with Playground AI. Pretty much it. That's the video. Hope you liked it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell icon. We'll see you on the next video.